Alright, so you guys, I spent today making some parts of the weather station. Here is the hygrometer, which measures the humidity. Yes, those are 3 pieces of my hair there. When I set it to go 2 hours ago, it was set to 0. And if you've noticed, there is quite a bit of cloud cover. We are expecting some rain tonight, and the idea is that the humid air will make your hair shorten. Don't know about that, but it actually seems to be working. I also made a barometer, which I feel like you can't really see because of the light right there. So this is just water with some food coloring in it. I have my clear tubing. Instead of taping it to the side, I hot glued it to the side, and instead of using instead of using clay in the top, I just covered it with hot glue. It has not really moved. It's right about 7.5 centimeters in height, so it is about only 1.5 centimeters above the level of the water that's in there. The idea is as the air pressure changes, the air pressure will push down on the level of water that's there, causing the liquid in the tube to either rise or go down. The other thing that I managed to make today was the wind gauge. I used 4 paper cups, one of them being different, and the idea is as the wind blows, that's my bad breath, it will spin around. I did have it outside earlier. There's not a lot of wind going on, so there wasn't a lot with it that was happening. Let's try that again. That spun around a little bit more. I was just noticing that it was had slid down the pin a little bit, and it was resting on the eraser for the pencil, but it's pretty free moving. It moves pretty easily all around, and when I blow on it, it actually moves. I might take it outside tomorrow to see how it fares outside. I wanted to show you guys an example of a weather station that came from a kit that Madeline made a number of years ago. This has our wind gauge. It has our wind direction. It also has a rain gauge on it. That is one thing that I haven't made. I probably will make one tonight, though, and stick it outside. It will basically just be a jar with the inches written on the side. It looks like this is in centimeters, and I'll just set it out on the porch. I also started to make the wind directional thing. I got held up in having to find a nail. Hopefully I will be able to get that set outside tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. So here's my little amateur weather station. I did not have a thermometer handy, so I didn't set that up. But I wanted to show you guys. This is our outside weather station. So I do have a digital weather station. It shows us the date, the time, the phase of the moon. It shows us the barometric pressure is here, the high and the low for today, what it actually is, and what it is in the house, and The chance of rain right now is 56%. And we have this located right outside. I'll show it to you guys. It's recommended that it is not out in the sun. Here are my plants that are growing. Those are my seedlings that my husband planted. They need to be watered. We had them outside in the sun today because it was about 50 degrees. And now it's about time for them to come back in. But this is our the outside portion of our weather station. So it's battery operated. My husband has it just attached to a tree. It's in the shade, so even though it gets the morning sun, it gives us a pretty accurate indication of what the temperature is all day long. You can also tap into weather stations that are locally by using some of the weather apps on your phone, like Weather Bug or Underground Weather. You type in your location, and they patch into weather stations that are located on buildings. There's one on top of Sacred Hearts. There's a couple right over in Groveland, which is what my phone taps into now. So there are some high-tech weather stations, some homemade weather stations, weather station made with a kit. So if you make any, just share your pictures with me. I'd love to see them.